Welcome to Bali, the island that offers beautiful beaches, mountains, lakes, paddy fields and gorgeous sunsets. Bali also has fantastic local and international cuisine. Living in Bali is the dream for many. Let's find out how much it costs to live here.
It's another gorgeous day here in Bali. Years ago, my wife, friend and I have always thought about retiring in Bali, and we have always been interested to know what's the cost of living here like. So, we've been here for 3 weeks and we are very excited to share with you all the updated costs on the ground for you, the different categories like food, groceries, transport, accommodation, healthcare and many more. And of course, we came here to enjoy Bali as well. So we'll show you the cost of the various tourist hotspots. Hi there, I'm John, one half of the corporate breakout couple. Together with my wife friend, we retired in 2020 at the age of 40 in Singapore. Before I continue, do like this video and subscribe to our channel. And share it with all your friends. To our current subscribers, welcome back! When you first land in Bali, as a foreigner, one of the most important things to buy is a SIM card. Because hey, who can live without data, right? And the airport is a fantastic place with many data providers for you to choose different data plans from. In Bali, you have a whole range of food options available. Whether you want to go to the local warungs, eating the excellent and delicious Balinese or Indonesian food, or you want to go Western, whether you want American, British, French, Italian, or even Japanese, you have them all. Ooh, I love burgers. You know, it's kind of an SOP for me now to enjoy beef in any part of the world. I wanted a burger, but I also wanted a hot dog. So what did I do? I got both. Haha. So a dish like this or a cuisine like this is quite common. It's a common staple in Bali as there's a lot of international visitors and tourists.
There are many beach clubs in Bali and we love beach club hopping. You can have all your meals at the beach club ranging from drinks, snacks and full meals. You can easily spend the entire day there. And we're here at Seminia for more local food. I really love the bebek goreng, which is the fried duck. So I heard that this place has got really good fried duck and other stuff as well. So let's go! And it didn't disappoint. It was crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. So good! We asked our driver for some local recommendations and he highly raved about this place. It's a local chicken dish made to perfection, affordable and delicious.
Rise and shine! We like to start our day early in Bali because the sun rises at 6:15 in the morning. In Bali, if you want to eat clean and healthy, you can. There's a whole range of demands from the international community that allows for a lot of this kind of food that's very affordable for you to have a very healthy and clean breakfast. We chanced upon this place while taking our Grab car. We always saw very long queues, so we were very curious and wanted to try it. We are so lucky to get a table here at a local warung, which is so popular among the locals and the foreigners alike. Usually there are long queues before we get in. Today we came extra early and the food came earlier than expected, right? And if you can see, their pork belly and their dishes, oops, sorry about that, just looks so succulent and very inviting. And more dishes are here. This is the, what do you call this?
Rainbow.
The rainbow dish where it has different pork, meat and a lot of whole aroma of different flavors.
I never fail to come here each time I'm in Bali. We're now at my favorite restaurant in the whole of Bali, which is the Bebek Bengil at Ubud. Bebek Bengil literally means dirty duck because the duck is at the paddy field and then he got a bit dirty with the mud. But don't worry, I'm sure the duck's clean before they fry into this. Anyway, if you're ever in Bali, you must come and try this and only go to the original, okay? Because there's another one in Seminia, not the best experience, let's put it that way. Good quality coffee can be found easily in Bali. So we're heading to a meditation retreat in Ubud. So we're in Ubud right now and in a little cafe where it's a art drinking coffee. So I'm smelling the essence of the coffee before I drink it. I must say it really elevates the senses. Yeah. To accompany your coffee, delicious baked goods and pastries are readily available. Welcome to Kudeta, the most popular beach club in Bali. Here's a hack for you. Kudeta is always jam-packed, so to ensure you get a seat with a gorgeous view, come early for breakfast and stay throughout the day.
So, how much does groceries cost here in Bali? We're inside a very nice and well-stocked supermarket called Pepito Market here in Bali. Let's find out what the prices are. You can see really quality ingredients over here in Pepito. It is a supermarket that's really targeted at the international community, where you can find imported goods from the different countries at very high quality and pretty affordable as well for some of the produce. And for expat living here, it is really convenient and easy for them to find the kind of ingredients that they need to cook the kind of food that they want. One thing that we noticed though was some of the imported goods like this one, Lay's potato chips, was actually pretty expensive after you do the conversion, of course. Walking is one of the ways that you can get around Bali. So like for us, we are staying in a very good location between Canggu and Seminyak. So pretty much everywhere, within 15 minutes of walk, we can get pretty much everything we want. And the best part, it's free and we can get good exercise as well. Grab bike is one of the easy ways to get around Bali because the motorbikes zip around traffic easily and you can actually save time and cost as well. And if you would like a more comfortable option, you can always take GrabCar or GoJet. Ride-hailing apps are really easy to use here in Bali for you to grab rides for short distances between 3 to 5 kilometers. For example, this particular ride is around 3 kilometers and takes around 20 to 30 minutes to your destination. For GrabCar, it will cost you 46,000 rupiah, and for GrabBike, it will cost you 18,000 rupiah. There are a lot of beautiful locations in Bali which are further away for you to visit. And we suggest getting a private driver to get to these destinations. It will roughly cost you between 500 to 600,000 rupiah. And if you hold a bike license, I suggest you rent a scooter or a bike in Bali. It is really affordable and it offers you great mobility and flexibility as well. And it saves you a lot of time getting through traffic. There are multiple petrol kiosks like this all over Bali and it's really easy and convenient for you to find one. It roughly costs you about 70,000 rupiah for one full pump. For accommodation in Bali, it really depends on your location. For example, a hotspot like Seminyak, it is more upmarket and costly. Another hotspot like Ubud, where it's more inland and near the paddy fields, is very cultural and exclusive, so there are a lot of villas there that can be pretty expensive too. And if you're looking for more affordable accommodation, you can consider places like Kuta, which is more densely populated, but you have more accommodation options, whether it's backpackers, hotel, or hotels, of course, which can be more expensive, or a place like Canggu, where there's a lot of digital nomads right now, and the place is more affordable. There are multiple accommodation options, from your hotels to your villas to your Airbnb, like this. This is a one-bedroom villa with a private pool. This is pretty big. It costs around 75 USD a night. Let me share with you some of the current prices from Booking.com. So if you're in the heart of Canggu area, a one-bedroom villa with a private pool can cost you roughly around 90 USD per night. Canggu is heavily populated by the international community, so expect heavy congestion going to the beach and going to places to eat. Next is the Seminyak area, which has a very different set of demographics compared to Canggu. You're looking at a lot of tourists, where there's a lot of eateries and restaurants, a lot of beach clubs, beautiful beaches, as well as shopping areas. Therefore, accommodation prices are one of the highest in this prime location, and for a one-bedroom villa with a private pool, we are looking at 110 USD per night. Next is the Kuta area, the nearest to the airport, which has many tourists as well. You're looking at accommodation like hotels, backpacking hostels, you're looking at villas as well, with a different price range. So for a 4-star hotel, you're looking at around 80 USD per night. Lastly, we have the Ubud area, which offers a very different experience from the first three. You're looking at a cultural area full of rich heritage and a lot of different offerings like nature trails, waterfalls, and meditation haven for many. That's why this is a very unique and special area which costs a little bit more as well. You're looking at 120 USD a night for a one-bedroom villa with a private pool. And of course, I didn't cover the entire Bali. There are also a lot of other popular areas like Uluwatu. You're looking at Sanur with Nusa Dua and a lot of other popular places and choices for you to stay at.
Sending your clothes to the laundromat is really affordable in Bali. It's 10,000 rupiah per kilo and you can pick it up the next day.
Basic healthcare facilities is quite readily available in Bali. Every corner you turn, you will see a clinic like this that offers general consultation and even 24 hours medical emergencies. So your healthcare needs are very much taken care of. The cost of general consultation roughly costs you around 250,000 rupiah, and the cost of each medicine, let's say your paracetamol, roughly costs you between 20 to 30,000 rupiah.
When the shopping bug hits you, you can head over to Seminyak village for some shopping. There are lots of surf brands and batik shops available. You can also find really nice clothes and accessories in local stores owned by the expats who live here. Hey, so we are currently at Ubud. We are actually going to do our 2-hour sound therapy meditation retreat. So the reason why Ubud is so popular with spiritual and healing is because Ubud actually comes from the word ubat in Malay, which is medicine, right? So it's a very healing place. And Bali is actually one of the several energy vortexes in the world. So the energy is very concentrated in Bali, especially in Ubud. So this is the perfect place to do some realignment, kind of centering back to ourselves in Ubud. Only in Bali can you practice meditation surrounded by nature and the sounds of the forest. We had a fantastic time connecting back to ourselves and our higher purpose. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's my birthday adventure! It's 4 a.m. We're heading up Mount Bator in an open-air jeep. Good morning! It's 5 in the morning and we are at the top of Mount Bator. Well, not at the top, but in the middle. We are actually here watching the sunrise. The sun will come out in about 45 minutes time. You can't see anything. And we came up by jeep. We'll show you guys the jeep later. Now we're eating some breakfast. We've got a hard-boiled egg. We've got some sandwiches, bananas, chocolate thing, and I've got my kopi or kosong. So this is a really adventure, right? And it's my birthday! It's almost 6 a.m. There is almost 80 jeeps parked here. All of us waiting for the sun to rise. It's raining, so there's no sunrise. Very sad. But look at the mist. It's quite awesome, actually. Kind of looks like a zombie apocalypse aftermath. So we are at the site of the volcano eruption. It's actually behind me over there. It last erupted in 1973, and what we are actually standing on now is the black lava that spewed out, right? And then now it has hardened, and this is the site. It's really quite amazing, and we had a very interesting jeep journey full of rocks and bumps, but yeah, it was all good. Good morning, what a day it has been, and guess what? It's only 9 a.m. Our day actually started at 2 a.m. this morning, and our driver picked us up to go to Mount Bator, but there was no sunrise, unfortunately, as it was raining. However, we did enjoy a really nice session in Mount Bator with the mist, and we headed then to the black lava where the volcano was, and now we are at the hot springs, which is naturally filled by the volcano's hot stuff. So after our welcome drinks is done, we are off to the coffee plantation.
Here's the breakdown for our entire expenses for the 3 weeks in Bali. Starting with accommodation, we booked via Airbnb for 1-bedroom villa with a private pool between Canggu and Seminyak for 20 nights at 75 USD per night, and that cost 1,500 USD in total. Do note that we booked this accommodation more than 3 months in advance, and we also enjoy a weekly discount. That's why our unit price is actually lower than the usual. For transport for 2 persons, we're looking at airport transfer 2 times, which is 30 USD, and Grab car with an estimated 2 times a day for the 21 days, we're looking at 96 USD. For driver, for the whole day, which we book for 1 time, we're looking at 45 USD, and the total of transport costs will be 171 USD for the 3 weeks. Let's consolidate for the total expenses for 3 weeks in Bali for 2 packs, excluding flight and travel insurance. For accommodation, 1,005 USD. For transport, 171 USD. For food, we're looking at about a 70% local food, local warongs, including Grab food, which is really affordable, and 30% international cuisine, which includes going to the beach clubs, etc. We're looking at 850 USD for the 21 days. For groceries, which mainly comprises of some fruits, a little bit of snacks and a little bit of drinks, it costs 75 USD. For attractions, we went to 2 places. The first one is the meditation retreat in Ubud, and the second one is a day trip to Mount Bator, where we didn't unfortunately see the sunrise, get to soak in a hot spring, and that cost 200 USD. And under others like SIM cards, laundry, souvenirs such as coffee and chocolates, which we bought quite a lot, and this excludes shopping because we didn't spend any, it cost 145 USD, and the total amount we spent for the 3 weeks for the expenses for 2 people is 2,941 USD. And if you're interested to know how much did we pay for our flight tickets from Singapore to Bali, it cost 508 USD for 2 people for return flight from Singapore to Bali, and travel insurance for 21 days cost 72 USD, bringing to a total of 580 USD additional on top of the budget we shown you earlier, and it is for you to add together if you want to look at our total number. I hope we have given you a great insight to the various costs over here in Bali. As we have shared with you earlier, the location matters. So when you budget in your costs, do consider where you stay. Bali is a beautiful sunny island with lots to do, and for Fran and I, as we've been here many times, it will always remain as a special place in our hearts. You can come here as a tourist for holidays, you can come here and stay long term as a digital nomad, and even retire here. It's a fantastic destination. If you have enjoyed this video, do like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you soon.